Hey everyone, this is Grant with the Midwestern Wet Shavers, and today I'm going to be using a stalk from my aloe vera plant. Now I've heard that aloe vera plants not only help with sunburns, but irritated skin as well, such as skin that has just undergone a shave. So we'll see how that works. For a pre-shave, I'll be using Viking Revolution as usual. Go ahead and wet my face here. Hope everyone is doing just as dandy as can be under these circumstances. If you haven't yet, go ahead and join the Facebook group just called Midwestern Wet Shavers. We have an Instagram as well. And as always, subscriptions to this channel are greatly appreciated. Sort of an off-topic thing, but what are you all doing? Those of you that are trapped in your houses or places of residence. Because I need some new hobbies to take up. Wet shaving is great as far as indoor hobbies, but can't wet shave all day. I've been reading a lot. I like to read, but that only goes so far. I need some new hobbies, so maybe mention some in the comments for me. Today, I'll be using the Long Rifle Soap Company Brown Bess. Never actually used this before. Smells good. It's supposed to have a scent with black cherry, pipe tobacco, and leather. Yeah, I'd agree with that. It's definitely a pretty masculine scent. I completely neglected to soak my brush, so I'll just go ahead and wet it. But we'll see how this thing performs. Love that scent. As always, using the toilet mug. I'm definitely getting like a black cherry scent from this soap. Even more so now that I'm making a lather out of it. Smells fantastic. Oh yeah. So far, so good. I'm gonna add just a little bit more water. And my mini toilet. This stuff smells amazing. This is the first ever soap that I've tried by Long Rifle, but absolutely digging it so far. Good stuff. I'm thinking I'm gonna go with, I'll try one of these. If I can unwrap it, I'll show you. Okay, going with the classic Gillette Nasset. And I'll use my Wilkinson sword razor It's one of my favorites. Economically friendly. Works like a charm for me. I don't have a whole lot against it. Okay. Go ahead and wet my razor. I keep hearing reports that this coronavirus thing might last into next year, which frightens me. Not only because it's already a pandemic, and who knows when it will actually peak because people aren't staying inside, but it also frightens me knowing that I will have to stay inside for the most part that long. Those of you that have seen my other videos probably remember me talking about being a fairly outdoorsy kind of person. So it's hard for me to fathom living primarily inside that long. This stuff is super slick. Loving it. It'll be interesting to see how the aloe vera stalk, what it does to my skin. It is so easy to get a nice consistency for a lather with this stuff. Loving it. I originally wasn't even planning on doing a video today, but this stuff arrived in the mail and I instantly felt the need to do one. I will, in the next few months, be having a brand new shave den I'll be coming to you from. Because right now, I'm a college student and I'm living in an apartment. But I will be moving out pretty soon here because I'm graduating. And hopefully I can find a job amidst all this craziness. But I'm not a big fan of my landlords, plural. There are many of them. It's like a company that owns my complex. Not a fan of them, so even if I'm moving to a different apartment, it'll be worth it. Stuff is so nice and slick. I don't really need to do a third pass, but I might as well. Great scent. Can't emphasize that enough. This brown bess is nice. I still haven't found anyone else that uses a toilet mug to shave, which not too surprised at, but I'd love to find someone else who uses a toilet mug to shave. I feel like that would create an instant bond. Now, for those of you that like a lot thicker lather, more power to you. That's the beauty of this hobby, is it's all about opinion and what works for you. But for me, I like a little bit slicker lather, and it tends to be a little thinner. So I don't want you thinking you can't produce a thick lather with this company, because I absolutely could. Anyone could. But I purposely create a little bit thinner lather because that's just my preference. If you guys haven't tried the Wilkinson Sword Razor, I'd highly suggest it. I think it'd be great for just about anyone, whether you're a beginning shaver or advanced, I guess you could say. It's a pretty mild razor, but it'll also get the job done. You'll have no trouble getting baby bottom smooth with 3 passes. That's my experience anyway. This one spot every time always needs like a last minute touch up. Right underneath my jaw. So I will go ahead and give it the attention it requires. This is like the one spot on my face I actually have to pull my skin for. That is much better. Not too bad, not too bad. Let's do a little cold water rinse here. Thanks, Patrick, for sending me stuff I've used in my last few videos. Today I used the Gillette Nasset blade that he sent me. He sent me a couple of those, so it's fun to try that out. I nicked myself a little bit right there and right there, so I'm gonna go ahead and give it some alum block love. I don't use the alum block a whole lot, but I really should, because when I remember to use it, it helps a lot. Yeah, that definitely helps. Okay. Time to use an aloe vera stalk. Now, not sure exactly how to go about this, but I suppose I will take an old Wilkinson sword blade, slice this sucker open, see what happens. All right. That is what the inside looks like. Just a dark green, and there's like a gel inside. The stuff that they sell in the stores, like a pharmacy or something, they take that gel, they basically just like blend it up. But I'm just gonna put it right on my face. Can't be that bad, can it? Try to avoid some of the spikes. They can actually be kind of sharp. Yeah, I got stuff dripping down. But aloe vera a lot of times has a nice cooling effect. Can't get any fresher than that. It's definitely slimy feeling, but I kind of expected that. This feels weird, but soothing. Wow, that is very soothing. Impressive. It just feels weird rubbing this huge stalk of fleshy plant on my face. But almost cut myself with one of the spikes. But I'm not even sure I need an aftershave with this stuff. It just kind of feels weird and sounds weird. That's what the inside looks like. When it's not in the stock, it's actually clear. Just kind of rub that on my face, I guess. That's odd. But I might take the rest of the gel out of this stock and save it for my next shave, because it feels nice. Yeah, I don't even think I'm gonna put an aftershave on. I just have kind of gooey hands. It's not really sticky, just gooey. For those of you wondering, I was going to use the Nivea Aftershave Cooling Balm, but I don't really feel a need to. This stuff feels nice. Soaks into my skin fairly quickly, it feels like, but it's getting the job done. I'd recommend to anybody to try this, because it's definitely different than anything I've ever done. Well, I think that's it for me today. Again, make sure to join the Facebook group, follow the Instagram. It's just called Midwestern Wet Shavers. You should be able to find it just by searching it. So thanks for you all tuning in. Stay safe. That's the main thing right now. We all need to stay safe, because with this disease, the only thing that's going to stop it is personal responsibility, which is something this society kind of needs to work on anyway. So before I go off on a whole nother tangent, thank you for tuning in. Stay safe.